Autobots, roll out!
Hello and welcome to That's Just Prime, and today we're going to be taking a look at Transformers Kabaya Gum Plus Kit Star Convoy, and I love this toy. Now, these Kabaya Gum Kits, if you're not familiar with these guys, these are usually only available overseas, typically in Japan, and you have to get these imported if you want to get these here. They're not available at retail in the U.S. This guy's from Series 8. Series 8 was released in the late part of 2014. These guys typically retail on average about $3 to $5 a piece if you get them individually. Now you can get these online. Some of the retailers online have these available here in the U.S. Typically you'll get them for about $6 a piece, but they also have deals where you can get the whole kit, like the whole three-piece series, or you can even buy like a case of 8 in there, and usually you get a better deal out of those. Like I said, this guy is from Series 8, so this is the package for this guy here. We'll set this guy aside, and we'll bring the camera up a little bit. The box is obviously already open because I got him out, and there's something else that I want to show you with the box here in a second. But also included with Series 8, I haven't really gotten into these guys yet. These are his wave mates. And these are Buster and Hydra from Master Force, if you're familiar with that series. So that's what the boxes look like there for that series, Series 8. And then, while we're at it, when you get these guys, if you're not familiar with these Kabaya kits, I really love these. These are model kits. So when you get these, you get the box. Inside the box, you're going to get your little tree with all your parts that you need to cut out to put together. You're going to get a sticker sheet, and also the reason they're called gum kits is because they come with gum. And my kids love it. Whenever I get these sets in the mail, they're always fighting over who gets the gum, because typically I only get 3. This time around I got a case of 8, so everybody's getting plenty of gum. But typically I only get 3, and they're always fighting over who gets the second piece of gum. So there you go. That's everything that comes with that. So sticker sheet and all the parts here, and then the box is cool because you have to open when you open the box up. Obviously, you have to open the box. I can't believe I was just about to say that. You can rip it up here. You know, it's got the little tab where you rip it, and then you can open the whole thing up. I typically just try to get under the flap and open the whole thing. But you want to be careful when you open these, because your instructions for putting it together and your stickers are inside the box. So if you're the type of collector that likes to keep your boxes pristine, that's going to be a little difficult to do with these guys, because you have to open these boxes. As you can see inside here, here's all your building instructions and all and where your stickers go and all that stuff. That's all going to be in there. And then just one last look at the box art, because I just think it's so cool. Again, this is Star Convoy, and as you guys already know, he's one of my favorites. Check out that box art. I absolutely love that. That is so cool. And as you can probably see from the box art itself, we got, let's get back down here again, we've got Star Convoy, and we've also got this tiny little itty-bitty little hot rod that comes with him. And, I mean, this guy is miniature. You can see him right here on the tip of my finger. Let's see if we can get close in on him. Are we going to be able to focus on him? I don't think we're going to be able to. There he is. Look at that. The detail is actually pretty well done. I mean, but you can see how tiny he is. And unfortunately, you know, because, understandably though, because of his size, there's no stickers for any details on him or anything like that. I'm tempted to go in and maybe like darken in the windshield to kind of detail that out, and maybe give him like a spot of silver right there for the engine, give him some yellow on the fin there, on the tail fin, but I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about the hood, because I don't think I'm going to be able to make flames that small. So I'll paint the wheels black also, whatever. But usually I like to go in and paint some of the details with these Kabaya kits. A lot of times the stickers are pretty good. They give you a lot of detail, but they're sometimes not enough. And on a lot of my other kits, and you'll see them as we go along in the reviews, and I get to some of those other kits, you'll see some of the paint details that I've added to some of those. But I haven't really done any painting with this guy. There is some that I would like to do, but I really can't. And that's due to the mold itself, and we'll get into that here in Transformation. But you can open the back just like you did with the original Star Convoy. And he's got these two little pegs here. So he doesn't have the canister like the original Star Convoy did, but he does have a little peg hole on the bottom of Rodimus there. So you can pick this guy into either one of these, just like that, and close him up, and he's ready to be transported inside Star Convoy. And he's also got the peg inside the chest, so you can park him inside the chest, but he's not obviously not going to be in robot mode. So Star Convoy here in truck mode is approximately 4 inches long and about an inch tall. He's tiny. He's small. These kits are very small, but they're a lot of fun to put together, put the stickers on, and it's incredible how well these guys transform. Some of the earlier kits didn't really transform, more that like parts formed. You had to pretty much take them all apart and put them back together in a different configuration, and that was your transformation. And as they've gone along in the series, they've really figured out how to make some of these guys transform, and they do such a good job of it. And in some cases, for example, like Power Master Optimus Prime, with his God Bomber armor, that guy actually improves the on top of what the original toy did. The articulation, he's got better articulation and better proportions in robot mode. This guy does something similar. Obviously, because of the smaller size, there are areas that he's going to lack in. Biggest of which is this is kind of like the biggest eyesore for me, is the original toy has this cover here that when you go to transform him into robot mode, flips over and attaches to his back. You know, when he's in truck mode, it flips down and it kind of covers the top part of it and kind of makes a whole cohesive trailer-looking portion for the truck. That's missing in this one, and it's a bit of a shame because you do have the thighs there that you can see, and it does kind of break up the truck a little bit. So, you know, but it's not the end of the world. You have to understand there's going to be cuts on some of these smaller toys, but when we get into the robot mode, into the transformation, there are areas that this guy actually improved on from the original toy. So let's take a look at that real quick. Well, before that, let's take a look at a closer look at the truck here. As you can see, let's try and focus on him again. There he is. There you go. And check it out. All the detail is there from the original design of the original toy. Obviously, with the exception of that cover there, but everything else is there. You got a lot of the work is being done by sticker detail, but it does a very, very good job of filling in all those details. All those little windshields, all the little blue on the windshields and the wheels and everything else. These are sticker detail. So there you go. And obviously, usually I tend to. This is one of the areas that I tend to fill in with paint myself. Is typically I would go in and paint the rest of the wheels in with black. I haven't done that with this guy because another area that this guy lacks in, if you remember the original toy, these back part of the back wheels for the front truck, these guys would flip back and then be covered under the arms for the robot mode. Well, they don't do that for this guy. Under of course, understandably smaller toy. So these guys, your wheels are always going to be on your chest for your robot mode. So if I go and paint these black, then when I'm in robot mode, I'm going to have these black stripes on the side, and I really don't want to do that because I feel it's going to break up the color palette for the truck. I mean, for the robot rather. So and of course, all these wheels are fake. If you're not familiar with Kabaya kits, that's standard. None of the Kabaya kits have any rolling features at all. None of the so far, none, and I have quite a few Kabaya kits. None of them have actual functioning wheels. They're just static with stickers, so they just sit there. You're not going to actually get him to roll. So getting into the transformation is pretty much the same way as the original toy was. You've got your gun, by the way, mounted on the top there. I'm sure you all saw that. So take the gun off. We're going to rotate him right here at the waist. Take the front of the truck right here. We're going to split this open, and these are going to be the arms. So we straighten these out, rotate them down. Open the chest up to reveal the head. And as you can see right in there, there's that little peg I was telling you about. Can we get a light in there? So there's a peg. So you can take that little Rodimus and peg him right in there, and he'll be sitting inside the chest, or later the command center for the base. But again, he's only going to be in his car mode because he can't transform. And we give him his rifle, and there is Kabaya Kit, Star Convoy in robot mode. And as you can see, he looks just like he did with the original. Here in robot mode, he's approximately 3.5 inches tall. There's again some detail that is lacking. If you remember with the bigger toy, the fist came out, and in this one they're just molded there. Now, one of the things that I find to be a bit of a shame with the smaller mold is that the inside of the arm, or the outside of the arms rather, which is the inside of the truck cab, these are hollow. And I really wish they would have been able to fill this in and just leave the holes out. I think that would have looked a lot better than just leaving them hollow like that. But again, there's going to be a lot of cuts made with these smaller toys, so this is going to be understandable. Still, for a little desk toy, that's really, really cool. Now, this is a part, I totally love this. This is a part where I mentioned this with the bigger toy that I wish they found a way to do, and they found a way to do it with this smaller toy. So if you remember the track part here, this is removable. Same goes for this guy. This guy does come off. Oh, there it is. I was trying not to pop him off and fling him across the room. So there you go. There's your roller. I guess is what I was calling him with the original toy, roller right there. And again, not a whole lot of detail. You got your sticker detail for your tracks, and you got some sticker detail for the windshields. Not a whole lot in the roof part here. And obviously he doesn't have the motor or anything like that like the big one did. But he does transform for the base mode. But instead of flipping over upside down, all his ramps and everything are going to be on the top here. So we'll get into him in a minute when we go into base mode. And then here is the part where they actually improved on this toy. So getting into articulation. Articulation for this figure, on the top part of the figure is going to be a lot like the original toy was. You've got some in and out on the shoulders, and you've got a rotation at the shoulder. You can go all the way around. Elbow can rotate all the way back, obviously, for transformation. And you can go forward about 45 degrees. So you've got a fairly decent elbow bend there. Because of transformation, you have a waist rotation, and brand new, now you actually have two separate legs. You can actually kick these legs in and out, and you can also rotate them forward. How awesome is that? They've actually managed to improve the overall look and articulation on this smaller Kabaya figure from the original toy. How cool is it? I absolutely love this. Now, if somebody could please make this in a Voyager size, I would, or even a leader size. That would be a holy grail for me, to get a full-size Star Convoy figure that is fully articulated like this guy is. Please, somebody make that happen. Oh man, that is so cool. And added feature, if you want, you can peg the bottom of the track here into his arm, and you can turn this into a shield. And this is one of the things that they show you on the box art. They actually show the track attached there as a shield. I'm not crazy about it. I know a lot of people do like this a lot. I think it's a little too big to be a shield, and it kind of breaks it up for me. Is it this way or is it the other way? I'm not sure. I think it might be. Let me look at the box art, because I don't do it a lot. Yeah, actually, in fact, the box art shows it the other way around. So I don't do it a whole lot. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's cool that they put it in there, and I know a lot of people like it, but I don't typically do it. Typically, I just leave the track off to the side. So yeah, there you go. There is Star Convoy with his tracks as a shield, and that's pretty cool. Again, not my cup of tea. I know a lot, but a lot of people do enjoy that a lot, and it's really, really cool. Even though it's not my favorite thing, I do like the fact that they put that in there, that they added that feature, and that's really, really cool. Let's go ahead and take the shield off and his weapon, and we'll go ahead and transform him into his base mode. And again, a lot like the original toy did. Let's pop this guy open and get Rodimus out of there. Hope I can get Rodimus out of there. Come on. You got to get your nail in there real good. There it is. He's so tiny. All right, set him aside. So, for the base mode, again, a lot like the original. I'm going to go ahead and do, like, if you remember, I did a semi-modified version of the transformation. So, go ahead and pop his head in, turn his waist sideways, and then you're going to kind of sit him down, and that's where that added articulation comes in really handy for this new figure. You can peg the legs in together and pop these guys open. And now, because you have that added articulation, you could even spread these out if you wanted to. You could do something different with these as well. So that's pretty cool. It gives you more options for the base mode, which is awesome. Before I finish with that, I'll bring the roller in here. And what you're going to do in here is you're going to go inside, and you're going to pop these two ramps out. So that guy's going to pop up, and that's going to stay at an angle, just like that. And then this one's going to come down, just like so. And if you noticed, there is a little peg. Where was it? Where was? Oh, it's down here. So when you open the chest part down, there we go. The chest part has a peg hole right there, and there's a little peg on the side of roller right here. So this guy's actually going to peg into the side of the chest plate like so. And then, if you remember, I like to put the arm backwards like so, and I leave this one up and put the gun in there. So there you go. There is the modified transformation for the base. And if you want the original one, here's the proper, quote-unquote, proper transformation for the base. There you go. Optimus' is head out, and he's pointing his gun, and it looks silly. So let's get back to this. I prefer this, so I'll show it like this. So yeah, so there you go. There's the little base mode. And again, you can split these guys up and move them around if you choose to do so. You can. You have that option now. Kind of like with Metroplex. You know how in Metroplex you can kind of point the legs wherever you want. So you can do that with this guy now. And then you can bring in your Rodimus, and like I said, there's a little peg in there. You can peg them in there. And then you've got the little ramps here that semi-work. Again, you know, obviously Rodimus doesn't roll, but he'll slide down the little ramps right there. And every once in a while, he won't crash into the side there and actually roll down the ramp just like so. So there he is. There is Star's Convoy in his little base mode. And there's one last look at Kabaya Gun Kit Star Convoy in robot mode with his track vehicle, which I just keep calling him a roller, so I think I'm just going to keep doing that. And his little tiny little Rodimus that he comes with. Awesome figure, awesome little kit. If you're into building kits and, you know, like I am, and like putting little stickers on things and just, I don't know, for me it's relaxing. I love building model kits, so I'm actually looking forward to getting into the other two, into the series there. Buster and Hydra. I'm looking forward to getting into these guys as well. And I'm always looking forward to whatever else Kabaya is going to offer in the future. So, I think that about covers Transformers Kabaya Gun Plus Kit Star Convoy. Please leave me a comment, give me some thumbs up, subscribe and share with your friends if you like what you see, and I'll talk to you next time on That's Just Prime.